Alright, so the level of cynicism in this video is slightly off the charts, but it's cool, you can take it, and I'll keep on making them. So, it's again time to roast motivational speakers / gurus with their top 12 most useless pieces of advice. In my opinion, most of this motivational guru stuff consists generally of vapid truisms and vague advice in a one-size-fits-all banquet of sweet-sounding, naive, childish gibberish that can mean anything and therefore means nothing. Motivational gurus patronize you with their holier-than-thou, self-righteous, self-serving, self-congratulatory attitude and end up hooking you with their faith healer, feel-good, hopeful high, which is very short-lived, and they simply fail to provide real, long-term help for most, if not all, of their audiences. Plus, without acknowledging your individual circumstances, they guilt you into believing you didn't do enough towards success, meaning you didn't buy enough of their books or you didn't attend enough of their speeches. And this guilt keeps you hooked on them, just like religions do, and you don't really progress because you're stuck in their loop. They guilt you with the not doing enough or not making the right choices, as if opportunities and luck never play any part in anything. Remember, just like people like to maintain the narrative that their failure wasn't their fault, so do others want to maintain the narrative that their success was entirely credited to their efforts alone. So fuck motivational gurus who are, in my opinion, the modern-day faith healers, scam preachers, who take advantage of people's desperation and naive hopefulness, who keep them down with patronizing bullshit common sense truisms, and mostly useless, vague, vapid advice and guilt, and who hook them to keep coming for more and more feel-good sermons, cause that's all there is for them, really, nothing more. So I prepared for you a list of the top 12 most useless, cliche, BS one-liners that all motivational gurus will spew at you sooner or later. Are you ready for it? Here we go. Number 1. Success is hard work. No shit, Sherlock. But no, hard work doesn't necessarily translate to success. Ever noticed how the hardest working people get paid the worst rates? And don't tell me that Justin Bieber or Angelina Jolie worked hard in their lives. Except maybe Angelina worked her jaw and tongue muscles, if you know what I mean. I'm not negating hard work, but no, Bieber never worked hard doing anything. And neither did pretty celebrities who sucked some wiener steam to get ahead. Ahead, no pun intended. And on the other side, there's people who work their asses off, but it turns out to be a failed investment due to bad decisions, lack of foresight, bad intel, or just unfavorable external circumstances, otherwise known as bad luck. Which is what life is, random luck mostly. Nobody talks about them. You think only you worked hard? How do you know you worked hard in relation to others? 9-to-5ers work to the fucking bone, and for what? You think they're dumb and don't realize it and have to pay a seminar for you to patronize them about their misfortune? Maybe they just don't see any opportunities. I'm sure slaves work harder than anyone, so what? Where's their success story? You don't care. Hard work doesn't necessarily bring success. Smart work does, and smart work is usually easier work. You can break rocks all day long, or you can work a dead-end job 12 hours a day, at the end of which you'll be so physically and mentally depleted that you will miss opportunities, but there's no success at the end of the tunnel. No, working hard does not correlate to success. Working smart does. Okay, sometimes working smart can require working hard, but it's not always the case. So don't think that if you work hard towards bullshit, for example, getting a PhD in something as useful to existence as gender studies, will get you anywhere in life, unless you become a Twitter professional victim, of course. That's a lucrative career choice. Nobody cares how much or how little you work. It's the perceived value you give to people that pays you. And apparently, the value of a professional soccer player, collectively, is worth hundreds of millions a year. They get paid to train and play a children's game. It's ridiculous, but the global market demands it, and it pays for it. I'm not against the free market. What people want, they get. Justin Bieber is another silly example. The masses want cheap entertainment, they get it, even though he didn't work hard a day in his life. But he did seize an opportunity when he got lucky, so he worked smart. That's it. Don't work hard, work smart. Number 2, wake up early. If I wake up at 5, I got 4 hours more than you to work towards accomplishing my goals. Really, motherfucker? I'm not really good with maths, but what about the 4 hours I have at the end of the day that you don't? Okay guys, not considering this eventuality means that your favorite motivational speaker is simply a fraud and doesn't care much about you, nor does he understand truly how the world works differently for different people. This advice sounds like the patronizing bullshit complaints that your aunt makes, which goes like this: oh, back in the day, people used to wake up early, what's wrong with youngsters today? Who gives a fuck? Oh, you'll say, Arnold wakes up early too, and he's successful. Well, prison inmates wake up early too, so do French Foreign Legion mercenaries. Are they successful too? Sorry to break it to you, Cupcake, but some people are more productive at night. Plus, for others, nighttime is when they go out and socialize and network. So wake up whenever the fuck you want. It's when you feel more productive that counts. Number 3, take action. Yeah, cause in the motivational guru's mind, there's never anything to lose by trying, right? Sure, you can't win if you don't act, but you can't lose either. If there's a reservation in you about trying out something, then most probably there's a good reason for it. You know that chances are against you and that risk is high because you understand your circumstances better than anyone else. The fact that some idiot's not taking this into account and getting lucky with opportune success doesn't negate the fact that most endeavors into anything actually fail and they carry costs greater than not acting. And yeah, you might learn something from failure, but most of the time you probably won't find exactly the same opportunity to use that knowledge. So it's a waste of brain cells. I'd say before taking action, do lots and lots of research. And yes, it takes time, but calculating action is better than rushed action. Number 4, meditate. Oh man, namaste and kumbaya to you too. Sorry to break it to you, sweetheart, but meditation is glorified nap. That's it. It's a rebranding of sleep to make it sound oh so cool and edgy, and to sell you tons of books and courses on how to relax your mind and BS like that, because it's impossible to focus on not focusing. Wake the fuck up, Einstein. Nature found a way to relax your mind. It's called sleeping. And taking a forced power nap while you're sitting down listening to pretentious Hindu music and stressing over doing it right isn't going to make it better or easier. Instead of stressing about why you can't focus on not focusing, which is what meditation really is, an exercise in futility, just stop trying and call it what it is, a power nap, and do just that. No need to punish yourself for not accomplishing the soul-transcending spiritual art of meditation that supposedly all successful people do. All successful people have more time than you to relax and nap. That's it. And it's not napping that got them their success. Number 5, don't stress. Don't stress? Really? Why on earth didn't I think of that? Not only is this advice patronizing, but it is also useless. It's like experiencing a pain somewhere, going to the doctor for some expensive advice, and all he gives you is a prescription for painkillers. Oh wait, that actually happens in real life. But seriously, addressing the symptom while completely ignoring the cause is proof that they don't care at all about you, nor do they understand you. All they want is to make you think you need them. So I've got better advice. Don't stress over not stressing, and whoever gives you such useless advice don't really understand your case. Number 6, be grateful, give back, said the cult leader. Who are you going to be grateful to? A trendy god who will reward you? So you're just faking it to score points and suck up to a rewarding almighty entity? Isn't that hypocrisy? Or is it just fooling yourself that you've got enough? Therefore, no need to struggle for anything else. And what happens when you wake up old and tired and realize you wasted your life with wishful thinking and delusions of contentment? Fuck being grateful. You didn't ask to be born in this rat race with rules and instincts that were forced upon you and you have no control over. So you don't owe anything to anyone or anything. And fooling yourself you do doesn't help. Be grateful for what and to whom? Be grateful to God because I have food? Well, fuck you. I didn't choose to be born, nor did I choose to have biological needs, the need for food, for example. In a world with resource scarcity, if God cared for me, instead of magically giving me food on my fucking table, which I worked my ass off to buy, He would just magically rid me of my need for sustenance, and I'd live magically without the need for calories. So fuck your faux forced gratitude. If God exists, He doesn't concern Himself with bringing food to your table. I'm not entitled, but neither do I feel grateful for my biological needs being met. It's the bare minimum for survival. Oh, but you'll say, what if you didn't have those needs satisfied? Well, then I'd be pissed. But I'm not grateful for the bare minimum of my survival, sorry. It's like thanking everyone you meet every day for not punching you in the face. Fuck that pretentious horse shit. Number 7. Travel. Oh, on whose money and time? If I had both, I'd travel, believe me, and I wouldn't need to buy tabloid advice to tell me to do what I want to be able to do through my success anyway. This is a moronic truism, like saying that humans like to breathe air, so you should breathe air, and really proves to me that these motivational people have an extremely low regard for us. I'll tell you what, travel all you want, but don't travel to a motivational guru's event. Number 8, love yourself. This one I particularly like. Did you know what else is loving yourself? Jerking off. What does that even mean, to love yourself? I don't want to love myself. I want to respect myself and possess high self-esteem. That's why I struggle towards success. Who the hell cares about love these days? I have a better piece of advice for you. Instead of love yourself, fuck yourself. And buy a teddy bear and love that. Number 9. It's never too late. Sure it isn't, honey. It's never too late for a postmenopausal woman to give birth, or for a retiree to pursue his childhood dream of competing in the Olympics as a sprinter, or for someone to have a second, issue-free upbringing with non-abusive parents. Sure, you can enter medical school when you're 80, finish 10 years later as a doctor. It's not too late to study, but then what? Isn't it too late for the motivational behind it? Isn't it too late for the reward that the effort will bring if you do it too late? Never too late is the most patronizing, useless, wishful thinking advice that keeps people holding on to unrealistic, inefficient dreams and waste of energy, swimming upstream to catch the boat that sailed long ago. You won't catch it and you'll drown in the process. Stay on the pier, cut your losses, and enjoy at least what you have left, and maybe find other dreams that carry less resistance. But I'll give you one thing that's never too late to do. Give a motivational guru the finger and move on. Number 10, never give up. Cause never giving up is a good idea, right? It's called cut your losses, dude, and also don't be afraid to kill a bad investment. So many people misunderstand this blanket statement, never give up, and hang on to bullshit which destroys them, slowly kills them and eats them, instead of actually having the courage to give something up. Yes, sometimes it takes courage to give up the familiar path and be alone in uncertainty. But again, these motivational gurus, all they want you to do is to never give up on the pipe dreams they brainwash you with and they sell you. I'll give you something to never give up. Your cynicism towards motivational speakers, and also your devotion to this channel. Number 11, be yourself. Really? No kidding. I mean, I thought acting was my strong suit. Okay, I get what you mean. It means don't pretend to be someone else. But if being myself worked for me, I wouldn't be paying to come listen to a motivational guru speak and give me advice to improve and work on my weaknesses. Therefore, myself isn't working for me, is it? If I don't need to acknowledge my flaws and change something about me because things have been working great for me so far, what the fuck am I doing listening to these crafty morons? I'll tell you what, you can be yourself, unless yourself is a motivational speaker, in which case, go away. Number 12, everything is a choice. This one is my favorite. Oh really? What about limited choices and opportunities presented to you in life? Is it my choice to be enslaved by gravity on this retarded planet and listen to such guilting, naive, brainwashing bullshit? And what about the thought algorithms and processes that determine the choice outcome, the fixed mental architecture we possess that makes us arrive to a conclusion and actually choose? A computer program can choose to make action based on the parameters given to it, or the parameters it learned. But even machine learning is based on fundamental rules. Is that free choice or free will? Think about this question and decide what you want to believe based on your thought algorithms that you can't be unbiased with. But I'll give you one choice. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video to piss off someone you know. So there you have it, guys and girls, 12 bullshit pieces of advice by self-proclaimed motivational/inspirational experts out there. Did I miss any? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. You're awesome.